So starting a drawing class from scratch, and not necessarily to be a choice-based drawing class, but to start with kind of very traditional. So we did a week of the skeleton drawings, which you might have seen in my other videos, and that was just to see how far I could push them, really. Having them draw the skeletons, doing some cartoon bones was kind of a fun assignment, but not very choicey, but giving them some direction and giving them assignments and getting to learn their names. This week, really week 2 for me, I'm going to start going through the 9. Now, if you're not familiar with the 9, it is 9 basic subjects or themes that are very concrete, that I believe anything you draw, you use one of the 9. For example, the 9 includes object, architecture, landscape, nature, figure, portrait, non-representational, text and symbols, and some other things. But there's 9 of them. I think I said close to 8. But one of them is architecture. So we're going to start with architecture. And I started yesterday with some very simple 2-point linear perspective, step by step, here's how you do it on the board. And today I'm going to do a second tutorial about that, 2-point perspective, where they're going to draw a city. So very traditional art lessons that you've probably done with techniques. But the catch is, on the 3rd day, Wednesday, I'm going to give them architecture as a theme. And they can use perspective if they want to, or if they choose not to. They can go ahead, as long as they're designing a piece of artwork in their choice of medium that contains architecture. And we'll explore that further. So that's drawing this week. Let's see how it goes. Come on. Drawing class is a little tougher. I wanted to start with the object, and they kind of like the drawing stuff, but they also kind of seem a little bored. I'm not really quite sure. So I just was like, I'm going to go with some basic drawing techniques with the object and do some shading. So we started off with just the tutorial, drawing a water droplet, and I just showed them step by step how to do it, and they all did really good with it, so I hope they're proud of it. And then I give out some Skittles, as if you can do the water droplet in black and white, you can certainly do a Skittle in color. And so that's what they did today. You can check those out. Left-handed.
Yep.
Me too, because you can tell because he's looking. I see your Skittle.
I ate it.
And then that one.
I ate my Skittle.
This is mine.
So small.
Is it like a...
What happened to your Skittle?
I ate it. It was broken.
Where'd your Skittles go?
In my mouth.
Which is your best one?
Exactly.
Of the Skittles?
Of any of them?
I think this
Yeah,
one.
that one's really good. So in the past, when we've done the 9 with like Art 1 classes and stuff, we've done them in a particular order. We've done them that we thought made sense. We're starting with architecture right now, and we're doing perspective, 2-point. I just jumped right into 2-point, didn't even do 1-point. Now usually I would go to landscape and then nature because they follow each other, etc. But I think I'm going to mix it up a little bit. I'm going to start with architecture with perspective. Then I'm going to jump over to nature and do texture. All right, just like yesterday, we're going to do the same thing we did. We're going to take the top of our building, the bottom of our building, we're going to connect them to the vanishing point on the right and the vanishing point on the left. I wish I had one of them longer rulers, like one of those yardsticks. That'd make my life easier, wouldn't it? And then if you see it as flat, you see it as a kite, but if you see it as 3-dimensional, you see it as a wall going back in space forever. Let's say this building here is like the Empire State Building. It's got another section on top of it, another section on top of that. How could I build that? All you got to do, easy peasy, is extend, just like we did here. We extend that building a little taller. Then, of course, on top of the Empire State Building is Tinky Winky, who's holding like a girl in his arms because he stole her from someplace. She's like screaming, ah, help me. Tinky Winky. La la. Tinky Winky's got me. That's all right, we're just getting some preliminary. Those bricks. All right, my little art friends, look at my board of love for 2.5 minutes here as we go over today's assignment. Your assignment is going to be to create a work of art based on architecture this week. You can incorporate the art technique perspective if you wish, but you don't have to. It's optional. You learned it. If you want to use it, use it. If you don't. It's up to you. Well, those are examples of something you could create. I'm expecting big things. On your mark, get set, go. Wait, that doesn't make architecture at all. What happened?
No. No.
You're ready.
Say hi to it. Does it look good?
Yeah, it does. Yeah, entering grades. First week, well, their grades are due. Grades are due. I'm entering grades. I've only been here for 2 weeks. I've only got 2 grades in there, so they're either like hundreds or they got a 50 or they got a 0. That's about it. How am I grading for drawing? At this point right now, we've been doing, well, the first week, we did the skeleton drawings and the cartoon bones, and I had them post to Seesaw, and I've only given them a grade for just posting to Seesaw that they've done the work, so I'm counting that as kind of a double grade, engagement and for posting it. And eventually I'm going to split that out and have an engagement grade and a post grade, because sometimes they could not work during the week and then work on Thursday and post something. So they have something they posted, but they didn't really work the whole week. So I'm going to split that up as far as drawing goes.